Welcome to stage 2 of the SSEP project, where elementary students work on their question and their rationale with Honeywell.
Our role at the elementary level is to come up with a testable, researchable question and the rationale, the reason why we think that question would be valid and would be something that would be relevant to the space program.
They've got to take something up into space that would either improve life on Earth or improve life in space for our astronauts to help them stay longer.
So it's really kind of a cool thing that the kids have to kind of understand what's going on planet Earth and then try and figure out how we can translate that into a microgravity environment and see how things work on the ISS.
And it has to fit within the confines of this tiny little mini lab. So kids are having to be creative to come up with questions that would be able to fit within the constraints of this.
Random stuff that nobody knows what it is.
A couple examples of the projects that they're working on behind me right now. One of them is addressing whether aloe vera can be able to help astronauts with sunburns that they may get up in space. Or I have another group that's working on a project that they're trying to address how do we sustain life in space? How do we make sure that the astronauts can be able to eat something if they're on a long space journey? And what plants are best suited for that? And what can they do to be able to help grow those plants and make that happen?
I've had to research a lot, and right now we're doing questions about soil moisture tension. That's what we're basing our question on. So we're seeing if that same thing will work in microgravity, because if it does, it will be great for colonizing planets like Mars or like the moon of Jupiter or whatever.
The things that they're curious about, a lot of it is something along the lines of, we want to see how a tomato plant grows in space. And it's up to us as Honeywell engineers, Honeywell staff, to make them think about why it's important to grow a tomato in space. So we want to have them question the application of what they're doing and why it's important. I think that's really the focus of what this partnership is about, is to get them to think why they're interested in the thing that they're thinking about and how it can be used for the greater good.
That's what Science Inquirer is all about, asking the questions about why do things do what they do in the real world. And problem solving is what science is all about. And inquiry-based, like I said, that's the beauty of science. That's one reason that I love science, because everything we look at in the world has a science base to it.
Right now, when we take a ISS, it's only a test.
So soil motion.
That's the guy here. I know you take that part out.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.